Happy Saturday. So I thought it was going to be a fun idea for me to go through each plant that I purchased. Why can't I say that word this year? Each plant that I purchased this year and give you an update on them, right? I love it when I see people do their hauls, but I also want to know how those plants are doing and how they fared with you, right? Give me an update on them, please. Okay. Today's video is about going through all the plants that I purchased this year and then giving you their updates. So of course I made videos on those hauls. So all those hauls are available and I'll put links to them somewhere in the vicinity, right? Or in the description. But I also want to show you in this video when I purchased it, what it looked like then and what it looks like now. So I'm excited. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Yvette Boone. I'm a recovering software engineer and a lifelong creative hobbyist and plant enthusiast. And here on this channel, we create a safe space for Black women to incorporate creative hobbies into their wellness practice. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with all of these. Let me tell you first. Nope, I'll tell you on the way. So this was the plant when I purchased it. This is a Jade Synapsis. And this is her now. She looks so good. She might be coming off a little ashy. She might be coming off a little ashy on the camera. This is my Jade Synapsis, of course. And her new babies are so pretty. So pretty. So she's got a little bit of a trail on her. She's doing really well. Let me say, before this video is over, we're gonna cut her. She will get cut. And not from the playlist, but she's going to get propagated during this video because I want more of her. When I tell you this was a wish list for so long, I think I probably said that in the other video, but baby, she does it for me, okay? She does it for me. So yeah, we're going to cut her up. I'm excited because I definitely want a big pot of this. I want more pots of this. I tell you, this year alone, I have come to the conclusion that I would be okay with a house full of Synapsis. I really would. A house full of Synapsis, Pothos, and Hoya. That sounds like heaven. I love it. She is so pretty. She is so dark. Okay. If you are loving this kind of content, hit that like button and share this video out. And if you love this kind of content, you would love our community. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into it. Of course, I said Hoya, right? So since I mentioned Hoya, let me show you the next plant. It's so cute. Look. And here is her now. Look. Oh my goodness. She has grown so much. Okay? She's got babies shooting off of her. Look at that. She's got a baby shooting off right here. Oh my goodness. When I tell you this thing, look. Shake it, shake it. Whoa, hey, 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 hey. I love it. I love it. She is a dancer, okay? She is a dancer. She gets it in. I love this plant. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. She is a very fast grower. So most Hoyas, people think that Hoyas don't like water. I thought the same thing, right? Because that's what they tell you. Honey, they like water. She has a peduncle. What? Oh my God, look. Right here. Oh my God. Shut. Okay. I'm in love. Oh my gosh. Now I'm looking for more, right? I'm being greedy. She has a peduncle. Okay, let me bring it up close. Okay, wait. Get it together. Right here. And look at the babies coming out. I cannot believe I did not see this beforehand. I'm so excited. She is quickly becoming another fan. I love her, for real, seriously. This thing gives me so much joy. She's in this, okay, so she's in some pottery that I made, right? And she's in such a small pot. But I don't think their root system is that big. But she's in a small pot. The seller that I got this from potted them in really good soil, so I did not change it. And honey, it is giving. She is loving this. She is loving life. When I tell you, who would not want a house full of plants that love your environment? I mean, really, why struggle when you can have a Bella? Get it, Bella. I love this. Oh, I'm even more excited. I seriously want to keep her near me. I want to keep you right here, but I know that would not be a good idea. I love it. Okay, we have to go on, but I really don't want to. She's so cute. Okay, speaking of blooms, this was not on the list to show because I did not purchase her this year, but I gotta show you. This is my numeroloides, and she is blooming, and oh, she smells fantastic. So I was watching Mona's video, and Mona was talking about her numeroloides, and I literally said to myself, or probably out loud, because I talk to myself all the time, was like, what if mine was blooming? You should be blooming. And I happened to look, and just like that, they were there. So let me tell you, if you have Hoyas, you have to constantly watch them because they'll throw a peduncle out and you will miss it if you're not paying attention. If you're not paying attention, it smells so good. So let me show you. They're open. Look, they're so cute. So that's one. That's two. That's three. And I thought it was four. Was it two, three? Oh, here's one. So this one I don't think, I don't know that it blasted, but I don't know that it actually formed. It might have just been a little too immature, or it could just be a little slow. But they are blooming. So this is the first blooms, and usually the first blooms are not like super fantastic, but once they bloom on that peduncle, they will bloom again. So never cut off your peduncles. Even if you propagate and it's a spent peduncle on there, I wouldn't cut them off until it just never blooms again, right? I would let it tell me that I'm not going to bloom from there. But you never know. So I'm excited. I can see some little so the peduncle, the flowers actually produce like this sweet like substance from them, and I think it attracts pests. So sometimes you got to be a pest or bugs, right? So sometimes you got to be a little careful with their flowers. Sometimes it's worth it to cut them off because if they have a whole lot of them, they can attract some ants or whatever. But she smells so good. So her smell reminds me of like a rose. It's florally, but it's like a sweet floral, like a sweet powdery floral. I love it. Oh my gosh. I got two. Oh my goodness. This is why I love Hoya, because you do them right and then you look up and then they're just flowering. I love it. Okay, let's get back to it. She is so cute. Okay, so this is the Silver Splash. I don't need to read the thing, but yes, this is the Silver Splash. Oh my goodness. So oh my goodness. Oh, and she's got new growth down here. Oh, okay. What? What? Look at her, yellow leaves and all. So I didn't want to take the yellow leaves off because, you know, I don't think they're ready to come off. One, they're still gonna push that energy back into the plant or whatever, but ready to come off. A lot of these babies are new, new leaves. What happened was, I propagated her, so it's sort of like not a cheat, but I literally, you know, I didn't add another plant to it. I just literally took what was giving vibes off is really kind of leggy, and I propagated. Now what? I'm loving this. I'm loving it. She grows really, really well, Synapsis fashion. Of the Synapsis that I have, I honestly think this one grows the quickest. I really do. And I've only had it for a short amount of time, but she pushes out babies and roots with no problem. Matter of fact, let me show you what her root system looks like. Her root system is awesome sauce. She's got nice roots in there. Look at that. And mind you, this is a fresh propagation. I just propagated her. It's only been a couple months, just when I did the, you know, the whole propagation season thing. So it hasn't been but a couple of months, and I just got it in June sometime. So yeah, I'm loving her. She is doing really, really well. Okay, so the next one is from a big box store, but it was one that I had on my wish list for some time. And here is her now. Now, snake plants grow pretty slow, but she does have a little pup coming up there. These are a little bit more difficult to propagate because if you were to take and cut a leaf, then you would lose the markings on this and it will probably revert back to full green. This is what I read anyway. So I've never propagated her. I just got her this year. This is my first time having this kind of snake plant. But I love it. I love these colors. I think she's growing. She's taking her dear sweet time and I'm not mad. It just means that I get to keep her in her spot for a little bit longer because, you know, she doesn't grow really quickly. But I think she's doing well. She's not wrinkling at all. And I'm growing my confidence when it comes to growing snake plants. I see more little pups in here too. That's giving spiderweb vibes, but that doesn't give me like spider mite spiderweb vibes. It's giving me like I had a regular spider in there. But she gonna get sprayed. She was literally by my door, so I would not be surprised if a spider got in. I have all kinds of crazy foo-la-la that happens at my back door. If I can find a video of the craziness, I'm going to put that in this video because when I tell you, I just literally had a bird run into my window the other day. What is going on? They are trying to get it. I am not Snow White. Okay. I'm sorry, but that is really kind of creeping me out a little bit. Okay, so that's my snake. This is a heushkeliana and of course variegated. This is the inner variegated version. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, she is so pretty. So she reminds me a lot of the Crimson Princess, but these leaves are way much smaller. I don't know what it is. I can't even begin to tell you, but miniature leaves on plants, child. into it, okay? Look at all the pink lushes. Oh my goodness. So she's got new growth everywhere. Now, if I'm telling you, I would fall out right now if I saw a peduncle on this. This was definitely a wish list plant. For years, this was a wish list plant. This plant was so hard to come by at one point. They wanted so much for it. And I was like, I can't do it. And I'm not going to tell you, I still didn't pay a grip for it, but she is worth it, okay? I don't see any peduncles, but she is beautiful. She is beautiful. Look at all that pink lusciousness. Okay, this literally looks like two plants in one. This is some ponytails for days, right? So, I think for me, what I've learned with this one is that they like water. They really do like water. I don't know, maybe it's just all the small leafed Hoyas that I have, but all of the small leafed Hoyas that I have like water, right? They're sort of in that Lucanosa, heushkeliana. This is the heushkeliana variegata. They're all in that sort of family. And Bellas, they all like water. So this one likes water. The soil that they planted her in was really good. It was like a cocoa coir type soil, and it drains really well. And it took me a minute to realize that I needed to water her in really well and then keep her hydrated a lot. So in the beginning, even though she didn't have any like negative reactions, she wasn't growing as quickly. Even though you see all of this new growth, once I figured out that I wasn't watering her enough and I stepped up the water, she started growing just that much faster. All of them. Because I had some issues with my Bellas in the beginning. Spoiler alert, the next one is going to be my Bella variegata, the Louis Bois. But I had some issues with that one. And what they needed was more water. And one thing I will say about those is that they need water by touching on their leaves. If their leaves don't give you potato chip vibes, they are not watered enough. They need to have some firmness. Now they're still soft. They're not Hoya hard. They're not like cracker hard, like they would break if you bent them. They still have some flex to them, right? They still have some flex to it, but it still gives you like cardboard potato chip vibe, right? So it needs to be there. If it's not there, if you see any wrinkling, or if it's really soft, like noodle soft, then it's too soft and it needs to be a smidge or two harder than that. So it's probably missing some water. Now I'm feeling on this right now, and she's got a little weight to her. So I've been doing better with keeping up with the water, because I thought I was doing okay, but I realized later on that not that her leaves turned soft. This heushkeliana didn't really get soft. I just noticed that she wasn't growing as quickly. Well, and then once I did that, she just took off and started growing like crazy. So this is my heushkeliana variegata. She's doing so well. I'm still loving the pink. I can't get over that little blush pink. When I tell you, these are so cute. What is my fascination with miniature stuff? It is the cutest. I love that. Still loving on this plant. Still absolutely loving this plant. Now, if you look at her, she looks like the smallest thing that I probably brought out today. Or I should say. He is the smallest thing that I brought out today. But the one that packs the most punch, and the one that I'm so excited about. This is my Hoya Bella Louis Bois. And he's got a baby. Look here. He's got a little baby coming out there. The tips have little babies. Okay, so this is another tip that I wanted to give you guys when it comes to these bellas. You know that everything is going well if they have new growth growing at the tips. If you notice that there's no new growth growing at the tips, then that's a clear sign that something is not quite right. Okay? Look at the stems are pretty green, but these are all kind of sort of fresh. So as they start maturing, they get a little pink tinge to them. Hoping I can show that really well. They get like a pink tinge to them. But when they're pretty fresh, especially this variegated one, it gives off like a chartreusey green, white sort of cast to it, right? But that's one of the biggest tips that I can give about this Bella is that when especially this variegated one, because this variegated one is a little bit more fussy than the green, the outer variegated. This is the inner variegated, that's the outer variegated. It's a little bit more fussy, and this is the one I had the issue with. I knew something wasn't quite right with it, or at least I thought it was. Now the other one was doing fine, but this one over here was not. And I kept thinking, oh, something is wrong with that. It really wasn't anything wrong with it. I just wasn't watering it enough. It really needed to be watered. So what I would suggest anybody who's having a little issue with their Bella is to maybe see if you can find a propagation box big enough to put the whole plant in. Let it water it and keep it in there so it has a moist environment to see how it responds, right? It grows roots really quickly. So even if you killed off your roots, if you keep it in a moist environment, it'll grow those roots back really well. And then you can know whether or not, oh, it just needs more water. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be in a human environment, but it does require more water than we think typically a Hoya does. So I will say that. This is my first time taking care of Bellas. But that was the thing that I found to be most helpful when it comes to these Bellas. Now, cute. Once he started growing, and the only reason I'm calling this a boy, because all my other plants are girls, is because of the name. But yeah, once he started growing, that was all she wrote. So this was the one that I had to cut up and propagate. Box. She does not live in a propagation box at all, and I don't keep it humid in this room because, you know, my rule of thumb is if you cannot live where I live, then we can't live together. Because I can't come to your house. Okay, just ignore me. So that's my Louis Bois. Okay, so I want to propagate my jade. Like I said, I want to have this to be as full as possible. So I'm going to, while we are here on camera right now, I am going to propagate her because why not? Okay, I'm seeing spider webs, but these are not like spider mite spider webs. These are like regular spider webs. Which, you know, from what I understand, regular spiders eat pests, so I'm not mad at that, but I suggest you don't come out wild while you're up here, because I will die you. You will die. I don't like spiders. All right, how do I want to cut this? I want to cut this here. Ah! I cut my plant. Oh, she is going to be so cute after this haircut. Look at that. She's still cute. Okay. She got a little pixie cut. All right. So I love me a good, strong, I want more than just, because it's like two plantlets in there. So I really want to have more than that. Now, one thing I will say about this is what worries me is that I know that these don't usually root well. So what I might do is, this leaf is so pretty, I don't want to get rid of that leaf. This is why I can't look at the cuttings before I cut them, because they would never get cut. I want to cut it here, but then that means I would need to get rid of this leaf, and I don't think this has enough energy to do what it needs to do. So I think I'm going to leave this all together and just let this node down here root. And we're going to see how that does. I have a small little container here that I'm just going to stick this in here like that. Oh, she's not in the water. Ain't that a mess? I got 2 nodes here. I just want to get one of them popping. All right, and then this, I got a node here, and I got a node here. So I'm kind of feeling like I want to do that, which means that I got to get rid of this leaf. And then, okay. Yeah, I worry about this. I had a problem with trying to get those to root before. And what my thought is this: once I get this to root, I can always cut that off. But if I cut it off now and it doesn't root, then I don't have anything to fall back on. So right now I have three cuttings in the water. Yay. Okay, so this should root pretty fast. I'm hoping. It's the winter. Well, not quite. Yeah, kinda. It's December, right? It's winter. So we'll see how that does. And I'm not even so much worried about the one that's not in the water, because what I have found is if they are close enough to water, they will just go ahead on and push out roots. So, yay. I forgot a plant. I forgot a plant, you guys. Ain't she cute? So she going in. I think on one of the videos I mentioned about a green on green variegation, and I was like, I don't know which plant it is. Girl, this is it. Oh my goodness. It is so pretty. So I got this from Walmart. All right. So this was one I did not, of course, you know, I did not buy from online. I actually purchased it from, I think, Walmart. Well, I'll tell you in the video where I purchased it from. But look at her. She is doing so well. So she lives in my window in my living room. And I just gave her a nice little shower. She had a little spa treatment today. She's going to stay in here just for the day so that she can soak up some more sun. But she gets plenty of sun in that front window. Now, I hear that they like a little less sun, maybe not as bright of a space, so that they can let their variegation shine through. But I'm loving her. My wish list plant was the lemon meringue. I could never find that one. And I probably could have found it online, but I wanted to do her first because one, she was readily available, and two, because I felt like if I could get her right, then maybe I could figure out how to take care of that enjoy, because I kind of want the enjoy. I want to put them together. I think they would look nice in a pot together, right? So yeah, she's a little soft right now because I just watered the crap out of her and gave her a nice little shower. But she is cute as a button. Oh, did I break you? I'm sorry. That was the tip too. I'm so sorry. Eee, I'm abusive on camera. Lord, have mercy. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I don't know how I forgot. I know how I forgot her. I got distracted with the peduncle. I got distracted with the peduncle. Okay, so you know I have way more plants that I bought this year than just that. So in the next video, what I want to do is I want to show you my jungle boogie, my my Mikado, my you've probably already seen that, but we're gonna do a quick one on that. Fernwood Mikado, my Baltic Blue, my Silver Hero Synapsis, my Hawaiian Pothos, my heushkeliana Yellow, my Croniana Black, and my Croniana Silver. So those are all the ones that I want to show you next video. Okay? So if no one else has said it to you today, have a great day. Bye.